What is the deal, beautiful people? It's your boy Ramon, back in the building with the Nintendo Switch. So I wanted to really zoom in on the reasons why I think that the Switch is such a dope product. And notice how I'm tippy-toeing around product, and I'm not saying console or mobile console. I just think this thing is dope. There are three main reasons. Number one would be the flexibility of the form factors. And I think this is understanding this particular point is core to a lot of the arguments that are happening around the Switch, right? So what do I mean by the core of the arguments? People are taking the Switch and they're looking at a price point of $300 and they are comparing it to a price point of a console such as a PS4 or an Xbox One that you can get at that same price, and they're saying it's not worth it. And they are ignoring the form factors, the many form factors that this thing has to offer. I don't think that's fair. So let's talk about the form factors. First is the tablet mode. You have the ability to just take the controllers off the side and prop this thing up like just a traditional tablet, like any iPad mini or any Android tablet with the built-in kickstand. And listen, I'm gonna do a video on the fails of the Switch, and the kickstand will be in there. Don't you worry. This is only one of two. So yeah, you can prop that up with the kickstand, and you can operate the Switch a good distance away. And I'm not talking yards away, 2 or 3 feet. You can sit back and enjoy the experience, and you can have those JoyCons separately in both hands. And this is something that it's something I sort of demonstrated in my video and in with the B-roll. And this is it. You can operate these guys and you can play the system just like this, triggers and all, bumpers, triggers, the analogs. That's pretty dope, right? Although it doesn't, looking at it, it seems like it's not something that's particularly comfortable. But when you actually have them in your hand, it's cool. It doesn't suck. Then there's the ability to put the Joy-Cons themselves with the Switch. It's still in tablet mode. You can then put the Joy-Cons themselves in this little grip here, and this becomes so much more of a traditional controller feel, and that in itself is kind of cool, right? And then even if you're not digging what this feels like, you got the Pro controller, which I have here, and I got to do a few videos on to really give you guys the lowdown on that. So that's cool to have your console be in that mode. I think not a lot of people are giving it the props that it deserves. And then of course there's the mode where each Joy-Con becomes its own controller, and that opens this whole other world for in-person multiplayer games. So that's dope. And then of course there's the dock that you put it in, and it now becomes this much more traditional form factor for your TV or your monitor, whatever that may be. I think this is a very big thing that people are not given enough credit, because like I said, and it's something that's so simply said and so many people miss the point. You can't do this with your PlayStation or your Xbox. You're not leaving the house with either of them. And I get it, right? There's a lot that goes into that conversation. Well, on my PlayStation and Xbox, I got The Last of Us and Halo and yada yada yada, and you don't got that on the Switch. It's not what we're talking about. I think the flexibility of the hardware and the thoughtfulness that Nintendo put into the form factors is pretty dope. And I think it deserves recognition. Then there's the Joy-Con controllers. The Joy-Con controllers are, like I said, when you actually hold them in person, they're pretty good. That HD rumble stuff that's there is pretty dope. It's difficult to explain it. You just have to use it. It is dope. And I like the flexibility you have with the Joy-Cons. You can use them with the grip. You can use them on the side of the Switch itself in a portable mode. You can use them separately to be a 1 and 2 player type experience. You can pair up to, I think it was 6 Joy-Cons. Did I read that right? To one Switch. There's so much more. There's a lot of dope stuff that's going on there, and the important part is the Joy-Cons themselves do not suck, right? And I've got my issues with the right Joy-Con when it's on the side of the Switch, but Nintendo did a really good job there, and they exercised their prowess in the industry of controller making for countless amount of years, and I think it paid off well. And the third thing that really makes the Switch dope that not a lot of people are willing to give credit to is the fact that this is a Nintendo console, and a Nintendo console gets Nintendo exclusives. So yes, I could bitch and moan till the cows come home about wanting to play something else than Zelda. I want to play a Need for Speed. I want to play Assassin's Creed, or just something else, something casual, a FIFA, a 2K, or something. The fact of the matter is, Zelda came out and it got a 10 out of 10 across the board. Most outlets gave it a high score, right? Mario's gonna come out and it's gonna be the same shit. Nintendo knows how to make games. If nothing at all, the games, no matter how far and few they are, when they do touch down, they make up for it. And there's something to be said for that. That's something that I loved from the old school Microsoft, where you would see a Halo once every 6 years, and people, where's the Halo? Where's the Halo? And they're like, no, listen, when it's ready, it's ready. And Nintendo has that attitude, and it pays off very handsome for their game. So know that when you buy the Switch, you're buying into this potential wild amounts of quality down the road, even if it is down the road. So like I mentioned, this is one of 2 videos. The second video will be why the Nintendo Switch sucks. Of course, you can't step forward with the cons. You got to lay the groundwork with the pros and what's dope about it. So make sure you check out that video. The link will be in the description below. Also in the description below is the link to all of our other channels. Our LD, the main channel where we do a lot of tech stuff. The photography channel. We have the accessories channel where we do watches, bracelets, yada yada. And then the sneakers channel. All that stuff's in the description below. Don't forget to like the video and please subscribe. We have so much more coming. My name is Ramon. I'm out of here. Peace.